Greetings, everybody. I hope we're all having a fine and bespeckled Wednesday. What do we have in store for this Wednesday? Look, so I just gotta kind of straight up nub it a little bit more, all right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really get my full fix of nubbying yesterday, but I just had to go do greetings. Ah, gross. What the fuck? Whoa. Who was that guy? Anyways, sorry, that was me opening up my own YouTube stream. And you might say, why are you doing that? That sounds a little bit pathetic. First of all, keep going. I'm close. Second of all, you got to start the ball rolling, all right? Once the ball is rolling in a downward momentum, a downward trajectory, there's no stopping it. So when you drop the first like on your own thing, that's why everyone has to like their own tweets or TikTok comments. Because if you don't like this stuff you're putting out, how's anybody else going to like it? Real. All right, it's going to be a whole lot harder for Sisyphus to have to push that boulder uphill. Wait, what's that? Oh, he was doing that? Whoa, that's probably pretty hard. Wait, that's probably like a punishment of some sort. Hold on. But hello, everybody. I've tweaked a couple of settings on my model, so you'll have to let me know how it's working throughout the stream. Namely, I've tried to get that eye boggling down a little bit. Now, I know you could say, but did you know actually rats boggle their eyes when they're happy in real life? I do know that. I am one. So it would be kind of like, you don't have to tell me about my culture, buddy. So, we should hopefully be running a little bit smoother, a little bit better. And I've also tried setting it to a new frame rate. If that one's not working out for us, we can always change. That one's like nothing to change. Because that's just, I mean, you can see over here, I've toggled around some stuff. I don't know if there's anything I shouldn't show here. Probably like everything. Okay, yeah, that's true. All right, let's just act like that never happened. We're all good at pretending. We're all actors. We all pretend every day. It's actually, I don't want to come across as though I could be an actor, right? But I think when you look to Hollywood and you look at like the new Snow White's a great example. The Gal Gadot one. It's Gal Gadot. Yeah, I know. It's just fun to say Gadot. But you look at the new Gal Gadot Snow White. And like, I don't know, man. I'm no expertly trained actor. I didn't go to Juilliard. I hate to break it to you guys like this. I know you all thought that I was classically trained. I did go to an improv class when I was about 8, so that probably changed a lot of my life going forward. But I don't know, man. I feel like I could be that caliber of actor, which might be psychotic. Let's re-roll this so I don't keep just like wasting all my points. Look, I was trying to hopefully get more than a 1x on the restock. I won't lie to you guys. Things are looking Benjamin J because it's pretty grim. I'm not really bouncing my nubs right here, but like, I don't want to, I know I'm not good enough to be a Hollywood tier actor, even remotely. However, I don't know if some of the people in Hollywood are either. What do I do here? I think you just take the kazoo, right? And call it. Kazoo's just too good. Okay, well, if we could have hit the concentration, dare I even say 64, no repeats or hesitation. Classic on the coach buses, might I say. But like, yeah, I don't think I'm out here poaching any jobs or anything. Mainly because I would never scab. Says everybody directly before they scab. I did love all the posts that were like, we would never scab. And then a job offer comes up for them exclusively. And they're like, you got to understand, I had to do this one because, yeah, I stand with the union and the strike that's going on. But at the same time, like, I got to put money on the, or I got to put food on the table. So, you know, I've loved those ones because, like, yeah, man, everyone does. I'm pretty sure. Some of us have to code websites. Nubby bounces 5% chance to force trigger, 25% chance to force trigger the item in slot number 3 when we fully pop something. I mean, we'll do this for now. And I know what you're thinking. Salted slices. How is this any different from the other point doubling run you did prior? One of the only other ones you've ever done where you've had success. Don't ask me questions like that because that's inflammatory and I think you know precisely why it's not any different, okay? I do what works. I'm not here to reinvent the wheel. You think Grug the caveman? Dare I even call it? Okay, hold on, wait. We might just be out of the running here. Let me just shoot it this way. Horrible, horrible. Wait, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Not until some certain person sings is it over. Hold on, let me lock in for a second. Complete opposite of locking. We're chilling? We're chilling, barely. Now, what do I do here? You bounce it thusly and completely lose immediately. You gotta get all the bad runs out of the way first, and then you can get into the good runs. I don't want to talk about that one, especially. That one is, scrub what happened there from your memory, okay? If you thought you saw something, see something, say nothing. You wouldn't report on the mother of 3 stealing from the Walmart. Why would you report on me? It does make you wonder. Dude, I had somebody at work trying to sell me on going to Costco. I just don't think that I'm that kind of guy. I don't think Costco's bad or anything. I think that there's a reason that it's so popular. But I don't know. Have you ever seen a clip from Costco where it looks like the people inside of the Costco are enjoying their time in there? Every clip I ever see, and don't bring up the Costco guys, they're the edge case. They're always looking miserable just due to the fact that, like, bro, this is not a place designed for you to exist. It's hostile. Pass round goal, summon a sharp tack that will pop a random peg 10 times. Wait, so it's useless then, because I still need to pass it. It's only a win more. It's not a win in general. Okay, that's not great at all for us then. I thought that that would actually help us. Far be it from them to try and get me out of the situation I find myself in. Oh, but it does trigger every time you pass the round goal. Okay. The first was the highest, pop the one. Sure, because then we just do this, and then we're on to something. Well, almost. But yeah, I just don't think I'm a Costco kind of person. I don't think it'll ever really work out for me, unfortunately. It just doesn't seem like a welcoming environment. Ooh, that's not bad. We might be on to something with this one, because now we're already getting 4Xs. It's pretty front-loaded, I'll give it that. Well, I don't think it's built to last or anything. 37 years from now, the architecture definitely won't be standing, but you know what? I won't be living here now. Or at that point. I also think that's how my apartment's constructed. Just because, I don't know, man. There's a lot of cracks, like too many cracks around my apartment. And it kind of skeeves me out because they're growing. I know the buildings shift. Don't say, oh, the building's probably just settling. I know it's probably just settling. But that doesn't make me like that it's just settling. Ooh, wait, hold on. Hear me out. We do something like this. And then also we pay. Yoink ourselves this one. We're looking for Jake the Snake from the black market. The reason for this, you already know it. Jake the Snake's my guy. Jake the Snake, me and him, we go way back. So I get nothing here, so you might as well just change it to be thusly. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Because like I said, I get nothing. Yeah. It's a rough world for guys like me. Let's put this here and then just hit that off rip. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. Sneaky snipers. Hold on. I don't think I'll be able to hit it. Now that's huge. That's the kind of stuff you're looking for. It was so close. All right, we use the key instantly. If we get Jake the Snake, everything changes. What are you? Item corrupted emits 1 iCore stream for every 10 times Nubby has died this game. When a peg is hit by iCore, pass round goal items and perks will trigger. We do have one of those. Am I bold enough to structure my entire life around the idea of one thing? I don't know about that necessarily. 2 random pegs will copy the number of the first peg popped. If this number is in slot number 7, I don't care. I like Ouroboros, but we can do better. We still have Ouroboros, so I'm just gonna take Ouroboros. I don't have anything else that I need right now. It can't be force triggered, and that's fine. Because now, I mean, the iCore just carries us. I don't know if it was iCore that did that, honestly, but still, it carries us. We only got a 2x restock. I think that's a little bit bogus in my opinion. 15 pegs, force trigger, all X pegs popped. I don't know, maybe? I don't like the one that makes me lose points. The opportunity cost on it, it just doesn't sit right with me. By which I mean I've done absolutely no calculations on it, and I am not going to change that going forward. I've got my own I've got my own notions about how things should work, and I'm not going to change for anybody the healthy way. The iCore stream hit absolutely nothing, but I can't really blame it as much as I would love to, just because, like, I'm also hitting absolutely nothing. So we're not too different. I did see, well, I haven't watched it yet, so I guess that's a little bit of a lie. I did see that there's gameplay for the new Borderlands game. And like, I don't know, is being a Borderlands fan just setting yourself up for disappointment? I say this as a huge Borderlands fan, by the way. Because it kind of feels like it is. It just feels like the devs don't really care too much. And they kind of haven't for a while. But then you could say that for all modern AAA games. That's true, even still. So what was this one? 15x pegs popped. Summons a sword that will do a random one. Emits Ichor every 10 times Nubby has died this game. Okay. It's on our first peg popped. If my first peg popped is the highest, so I should re-roll this. This is a horrible lineup. And the Ichor stream did absolutely nothing. That's horrible. My piss stream was for naught, man. My doctor's gonna make fun of me and say you got weak flow. And we promise you one thing on the Salted Slices channel. If there's one thing I know about, it's heavy flow. That's right, I stand with you, ladies. Oh shit, hey everybody, welcome in. Hope we're all having a great time. A lovely Wednesday, dare I say. I hope your stream went well. I saw that you were talking about, or sorry, not talking about, I saw you were playing Claire Obscura. Sorry, the person who was talking about something was me. 'Twas I. But we should get Lunar now if we want to start scaling that one. But I hope it was fun. I didn't want to sit in because I want to play it myself. It looks so fun. My only issue, and it's just like a slight issue I have with it, I don't know if you were able to get over this or not. I heard the game's French. I don't know what they were thinking with that. Let's trigger the item in slot number 6. Okay. So then I should put you in slot 6 because nothing matters for slot 3. Yeah. But I hope it was fun. I've seen the combat on TikTok constantly, and it looks stupidly fun. And also, what else are you supposed to say when you get a raid? I hope everybody is having a take a break if you need. Hold on, I've heard this from other streamers before. We're currently playing some Nubby's Number Factory, a game in which I shoot balls and numbers go up. Take a break if you need to. Get food, water perhaps, if that's available to you. If you're in Flint, Michigan, I don't know what to tell you. And take a nap maybe. But not right, but like if you were one of the people who just rated in prop, maybe don't, at least give me 10 minutes of your time to try and entertain you. Be our guest, put our service to the test. You know what I'm saying? We all love live action Disney stuff. I'm sure we all saw that one together. Yeah, but welcome in. And yeah, all right, that works. Mods, send a shout out. Someone get this man their shield. It's not the best econ play to do that, but we gotta get something going. Tardigrade's not gonna help us much in a situation like this. Now you could also, if we're not gonna be hitting the highest, right? You could do something like this and force a poop butt trigger of sorts. And honestly, maybe with that, you start doubling pegs randomly. I think that could work. To be honest, I was worried about the aspect of the game, but you're not going to believe this. Makes being French seem cool. All right, that's it. Who paid him off? Who from the French government was like, hey guys, it's actually awesome to be French. Also, while we're at it, you guys don't need to do any revolutions. Come on, that's in the past. We're over those now. What are you doing? Force trigger the item in slot number 6. 1 time for every 7 rounds passed, but you didn't give me the plus points that I needed from Poop Butt. Well, maybe Poop Butt is falling off in scaling. So maybe I should just keep Poop Butt up front and then do this with Jax instead. Yeah, I think Poop Butt might be on the downturn, unfortunately. I know that that's hard to hear if you're a big Poop fan. Look, I was for a while too. What changed? I think I turned like 12. No, I'm gonna say it. All right? I don't care that you broke your elbow. No, more than that. Not force triggering. Nubby dies. Does falling off not count as dying? I guess that's up to the VTuber community more than me. Well, we gotta force trigger we gotta force trigger like this. Force trigger all X pegs popped. I don't think I have any X pegs popped right now. So that's probably doing nothing for us. This should feel better though, because now we're forcing more triggers to happen. Why are you not getting... I don't think falling off counts as dying. Not Poop Butt. Look, I'm riding with Poop Butt because Poop Butt's been there for me in my hardest times, all right? When I was walking alone, he was like, who do you think was the other... What if I do this? That should be good. Good enough. Now, we need to change something. Poop Butt can change. Poop Butt can get better. Because now Poop Butt gives way more points. This adds up to me. This is just something that tracks in my mind. I should have gone in here first. No, we would have actually lost money by buying that. So whoever was about to suggest that one, I just want you to take a long, hard look in the mirror and forgive yourself, because it can be very dangerous in this world. Not everybody knows all the answers all the time. Except for me, obviously, but like, that's besides the point. I think we're kind of on to something here. I don't really know why our dies triggers aren't working the way I would like them to, but whatever. Yeah. I saw the way that was aligning, and I just kind of had a feeling. As long as we start by hitting our big Poop Butt angle, we're on to something here. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. I think I've done good enough. On my report card right now is plays okay with others. Every 3 seconds gives points equal to a random peg's number. Not helpful. Highest number peg popped. Not helpful. Nubby bounces. Not helpful. 10 pegs popped. Now, two-headed turtle could change a lot for a fella like me. If I buy you, I lose $1, which is not worthwhile. If it changes a lot for a fella like me, why don't we just sell this one and put out the two-headed turtle? Because then we can also get more triggers every 15 we do. You got to do the cool self-introduction. Yeah, but it kind of just feels like I'm stuck in middle school when I do that. Like the, what's one cool thing about you? And then, you know, my ass is always standing there like, I really like playing video games. It's not a good look for me. All right, well, that was horrible. We need to hit the 8K to start out, or I might as well not even... That wasn't horrible. Hold on. If the round started less... When am I ever dying quickly, right? Like, my shots are too good. Dude, I will say, it's gotta suck when teachers would do those styles of introductions where it's like, say something... I don't know if anybody else had this as their icebreakers, but the most common one that I remember was always the, say something you like that starts with the first letter of your name. Bro, if your name was like Xander, I mean, you better be fucking with xylophones. Otherwise, I don't know what they got for you. Maybe you want to be an X-ray technician someday so you can say that you love those, but that's a rough one, man. What? Like, if your name was Alex, you'd be like, my name's Alex, and I love apples. That was the kind, and you might say, what was this, 3rd grade? Yeah, I wish I did this introduction in high school. All right, so my name is Xander, and I love the xenomorph. Yeah, but like, you have to ostracize yourself for that, because you have to understand no one else is fucking with the xenomorph right now. You're ahead of your time, unfortunately. You'll be in good company someday. Not yet. I'm extra triggering Poop Butt, but I wonder if extra triggering the two-headed turtle would be better. Roll me? Shame on me, I suppose. Sorry for trying anything. That was okay. Where's our 16K? There's our 16K. How did the turtle work? Still barely hopping by. What if I changed it to be like this? What if I force triggered the items in slots 5, 6, and 7 2 times? Thusly. How would that feel? That'd be pretty good. Now the kazoo's an interesting one, right? Because it's undoubtedly good, but I don't know if it's what I want. Summon a straw to pop 1 peg. I don't know. But let's do the crazy straw. You guys remember that one? It was actually, I don't know if this is the common experience with the hit crazy frog. Holy, wait, I'm on to something here. But that one song, Crazy Frog, dude, they played it at the local, oh, come on, 2x board clear bonus. As long as we can keep that up, not bad. My bowling alley that I went to as a kid, they loved playing Crazy Frog, man. It was their favorite song. They were blasting that one 24/7, especially during like the Cosmos bowling or whatever, the Grabitron. I don't have the kind of money to start gambling away my life savings. And I know that that's quitter's mentality. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody who was really excited to watch the gambling on this stream. It had to happen. The straw is going pretty hard though. I do have to agree on that. Board clear bonus is what really changes everything for us. Booger Party, if we don't full clear on Booger Party, I gotta reconsider my whole life. Because this is like what we're built for. I gotta reconsider a lot of things, guys. Don't at me right now, guys. I'm in my feels arc, okay? 2x bonus means we do get the 2x on the restock. So straw is going insane, and so is turtle at that point, because then if it's 64 or less, it's giving plus 2,000 instead. Now, you're in slot 3, which is fine because every time we're doing a certain number of things. Now, you have the pass round goal triggers. What is my pass round goal? Aha, nose is getting boosted. So I shouldn't honestly... When you got nose synergy, you shouldn't be too picky. That's what they say. I'll take my comedy award whenever you guys want, by the way. I don't know if you need my... this peg can only be popped once its stone layer has been popped 2 times. Okay, okay. I hate it here. It's not very kind. Haven't you heard that it literally costs nothing to be kind? 2x board clear bonus on the one that's supposed to stop us from board clearing feels pretty good. Force trigger a random item every 1 second. I think that's really good. I think that's really good. Vaporeon leaving. What will the Redditors and their copy pastas have to say about this? How will this... No board clear bonus because it had 1 left. Kind of feels fucked up if you ask me. Kind of does. And then that one had 8 left. Come on, man. We got to get over ourselves here, okay? For the greater good, give me something better. Honestly, you're doing nothing, and it's not even your fault. I just die so quickly. No, man. I think it's worth upgrading this one. Sure. Roll me. It's not worth taking any of those, though. Now, if I can get the 260k, instead of doing that, we'll just kind of like see what happens. 2x board clear bonus, restock x2. I don't know how I feel about the fact that me clearing the entire board barely gets me an x2 right now. It does make it seem like I might be missing on to something here. Fuck, I forgot to remember what this one was. That seems fine. Seems like actually I don't have to care at all. Interfacing with the game's mechanics is for losers, and therefore I will not be doing it. Force trigger 1 random Nubby dies item again. Who's a Nubby die? No one's a Nubby die. Okay. So then we should just take this and keep force triggering more stuff. What's my highest number right now? Okay, we have a 524k, which I will not be able to hit even remotely. But we do get the 2x clear bonus. We need something that makes our points go up more. I have no idea how to fix this going forward. Because, like, this is helping us pop stuff for 520% of their original, which is really good. This is a econ play for the future, because now strawberries are breaking even. Jacks don't do much for us at this point. And you really aren't doing anything, two-headed turtle. I hate to be the one to tell it. I mean, honestly, Poopa, you're only giving me 4k points. Poopa can probably get sold. What's he up to, man? I don't think he's doing much of anything. He is not pooping on that MF thing like I need him to. I need to get that 524k. Yeah, once we hit that, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do you think anybody's grandfather watches this and has like a sensory overload? Like they're just staring at it right now, not understanding what's happening. Number Mania. Let's re-roll this. And I know that that seems like an improper re-roll. It's to keep our jumble bonus up on Crazy Straw. I do think that Poop Butt is next to go. Poop Butt and Turtle are probably next to go. They're not part of the other ones. Me, I'm the grandfather having a sensory overload. That's fair. I feel like this is probably like the POV a robot sees when you have to try and solve a CAPTCHA. Like, he just doesn't know what's going on at this point. Okay, board clear bonus. We're doing pretty good. Upgrading our nose to a different nose seems pretty good here, because now we get more snot rockets, which might seem like it doesn't matter. And it might not. I'm not trying to say I know all, but that seems pretty decent. Yeah, that barely got us to the 1x though, so maybe it's not that good. Makes it a little bit harder to see, I'm noticing. Not trying to insinuate at any point in time that this is difficult to see for a man of my caliber and skills, but like, I'm definitely not seeing period. Okay, we're on to something here. Crazy restock X18. Well, what could have potentially done that? And I know it wasn't poop butt, so we can definitely sell poop butt at this point. We don't need any more jacks. Reroll me. Okay. What if we did a little something like this, It's a controversial play. I know a lot of people don't like doing squid left of Ouroboros, but I think that's kind of what separates us from the machines, is we understand that. 50% chance to trigger the rightmost item in your inventory. Now that's huge value. And then that's free money, but it's not enough money for me to go kidney bean. If you're going kidney bean off that one, I gotta question your financial choices, you know? And you might say, could you explain what that means? I think you know. I feel like I'm honestly insulting you by trying to say that one. Blood drops come in and have everything. Okay, that's not good at all for us, though. We've got to go quick. But that's luckily what our board's pretty good at. Okay. Hey, just that easy. For a guy like me, don't worry, me too. What are you talking about? You guys can't follow it? I'm literally just like playing with my nubs. What the Jesus? Look, we win. That's all that matters, and now we're back to round 1. We can take it nice and slow if it helps you. I've been told that like people love hearing that. Useless platitude. Not even going endless mode, so sad. I'm not an endless mode kind of guy. I think that like, maybe it's my commitment issues. Sorry, it's about time that I start opening up and trauma dumping on stream. It seems like everybody else gets to do it. When's it my turn? But I think I do sense that it might have something to do with the divorce of my parents at such a young age that I find it hard to commit to just playing one run for that long, you know what I mean? Like, mayhaps if they were to stay together and my childhood would have been slightly different, maybe then, and in that situation, you could see a world in which endless mode is an option for me. It just doesn't feel available. I'm lying. Let's go with the spring perk, because it looks like this is going to be one of the famous salted slices tries to have everything. And how does that make you feel? Damn good. The therapist is like, that wasn't supposed to be your answer, actually. Okay. Let's try to get asbestos going, because I think we could have a good asbestos run if we're already starting to have things with, and we are starting to have pretty good. Yeah, I think asbestos is gonna go crazy here. I don't, it's hard for me to justify a world where I'm not taking asbestos. Okay. Now, I could use some more halving happening if we're trying to get more points out of halving with asbestos, but dude, okay, maybe I'm an idiot and like, haha, yeah, streamer, you obviously are, but I actually don't really know what asbestos is. I just know that it is bad and I shouldn't eat it anymore because my doctor got really mad at me when he realized I was having spoonfuls of it. But like, I don't think that's on me. I think that's on the American healthcare system, or like just the American education system. Ooh, that's bad. What does asbestos do aside from the physical health related things? So when a peg is halved, one random peg gives plus 20 points, then it increases by plus 20 for every time this is triggered. Now, what's good about the bouncing dino is it will randomly, or sorry, the dancing dino, is it will randomly either double or halve a peg on the board when it triggers. But now when it halves, I'm not getting punished, and when it doubles, I'm still getting rewarded because it's doubling. So that's kind of the idea with going the asbestos tree. It is controversial because some people think like, what about the health conditions? And to that we have to say, what about them? We're making the mother of all omelets here. You think we can get there without cracking a few eggs? That was horrible. Shoot it differently. Bend it like, okay. Failure to launch is not failure. Okay, that's just because you tried something that the world wasn't ready for. That's why the Cybertruck's about to go crazy next year. Just trust me on this one, guys. No. He's got to be a genius, okay? That's what Twitter keeps telling me by their own algorithm. And it wouldn't lie to me. It wouldn't have any kind of vested interest in Elon Musk. I wouldn't know. I haven't been on the site in ages. Is Grok still around? Did they take the AI out back and kill it yet? Or is it still like every other company? Are they trying to force it until you think that it's good? It will never be good. We all know that. But like, the God Ray pops a random peg once for each time the item in slot 1 has triggered this round. Not helpful for right now, but still pretty good. Let's just try to pop some stuff with nuclear waste because we need an upgrade. That was not an upgrade, actually. I would argue that that was horrible. It did next to nothing. Wow. Nuclear sucks. Turns out I've been avoiding this really well. I've decided we got to give it a chance to figure out if it's good or not. Fantastic news for anybody who's hoping it would be good. You are wrong. And that's good because, like, I don't know, you don't normally get that in such uncertain terms. Yeah, no, it sucks. Nuclear waste does absolutely nothing. Am I still farming coins? I was still farming coins, so maybe I should have just stayed there for a little bit longer while we had the lives for it. I love being wrong. Wait, then maybe you would love Twitter. Because I've never seen anything productive or like any good kind of discussion happen on there. So it might be your kind of site. 5 pegs popped, give points. Yes. That seems good to me. Because now we're getting more points and then God Rays will go off to save us in the end. See, this is what's up. Because now God Rays go off and then we get our points. Sneaky snipers. All right. I mean, like, you just got to be locked in on something like this. Have you guys ever seen, it's one of my favorite clips of all time. The clip of XQC watching Dora the Explorer. And he is reacting and pointing and saying like where the stuff Dora's looking for is. Now, I know he was doing that for a bit, right? But like, I just think it is such a great encapsulation of streamers and their benefits to society. Even more so, I think it's so funny how involved some people get watching streams at home. Like, I'm happy people enjoy it that much, where they can get that involved. I'm not trying to shit on that at all. I just think it's really funny how some people actively react and respond to what's going on in a stream as though they're part of the talk. Obviously, typing in chat is different. I'm talking about like physically emoting in response to what's going on in the stream constantly. I think it's awesome because I can't enjoy a stream of that level, at least not anymore. When did I used to? When I'd watch somebody play a horror game and I would then cry myself to sleep, but that's because I was 8, so that was very different, all right? Amnesia: The Dark Descent made boys into men, and not in the way you're probably thinking. Every half second, summon an egg missile. I feel like every half second might be more than 5 pops. We'll have to check on this. Someone will have to do research on this, but let's put the nose in here. Hey, yo, eyes, look. I know what I said. That's not a great one for us, but I think that this is okay still. And then we're still getting some pretty good value here into the God Rays. What was triggering you? Pass round goal. Okay. I think we could be onto something. Force trigger slot 7 one time for every 10 food items consumed. I'd need to have way better econ for me to even consider that. And unfortunately, I'm just not there yet. My startup is not taking off yet. Okay, that was horrible. Thank God. I almost definition of insanity there. And I would have continued to do so. I believe if I keep throwing myself at the wall, changing absolutely nothing, someday a different result must happen. And that's what Einstein said too, probably. The chicken feels okay. I like it a lot for how much it gives us free God Ray triggers. Right? Because you're every time the leftmost one. Yeah. Now, what am I looking for? I don't know. I mean, you could argue that it's a poop butt angle, but I think that there's vested interest in poop butt based off of his name. I don't think that people are treating poop butt fairly just because he has a funny name. Which, like, yes, his name's comedic. However, we're also going to lose the run where I have like 77 rare items. And how does that make me feel? Not great. Dare I say, not great at all, actually. We might be able to full clear board. Instead of full clearing board, how about I just still only get 1x so I don't even get any more HP? What am I think I need to get better early game scalers. I think that's my issue. I never have a good way to get through the early game points. I also never look at the points, which might be a big part of it. Skip this. We did get this to upgrade. It gives plus 3 points for every 2 pegs popped. Well, every 2 pegs popped should go off more than the egg one should. And it does, which is... I'm taking the small victories I can get here, okay? Nothing is getting halved. Nothing there matters. Maybe two-headed Turt can do something for us, and then we should pay 5 forward. Wow, we've got that kind of capital. And it is not much capital, I understand, but it's what we've got. Now, two-headed Turt's going insane for us. Two-headed Turt has turned everything around for me. I think it's just about surrounding yourself with the right people. No wonder my parents always wanted me to smoke weed or something. I hear those people are awesome. WA is legal now in, I think, in most of the US. I'm not 100% sure. See, I don't have to care because it's legal where I am. Therefore, whatever happens in the rest of the United States of America, nah, I mean, that's on them. They can figure that out. I've already got my legality. They can fight their fights whenever. I wonder where the last state to legalize it will be. Probably like, no, there's no shot. I was gonna say probably like Hawaii, but nah, it's gotta be already legal there, right? Because they've already phased out all smoking cigarettes, I believe. It could also be one of those things that everybody says on the internet and is completely not true. But I choose not to believe that. I choose to believe that nobody on the internet is allowed to tell a lie, because that just seems unfair. Like, how am I supposed to trust The Onion anymore if anybody on the internet could just tell me a lie? The only news source that I trust is The Onion because it's not biased, obviously. What am I doing wrong now? Because now you're giving me nothing, Turt. Is it me? Do you guys think it's me? Do you think it's just that the egg's not going hard enough right now? It could just be lack of egg. Oh, I think it was just lack of egg. Now that we've got this, because look, egg's hitting nothing. That's the issue. I've got to reroll to try and get more in a line. Inflatable dolphin summons... The dolphin is horrible. If you believe in the dolphin, leave my stream at once. Now, if we get the 1 in 50 chance to metamorphosize to pop again, ultra rare, 25% chance to double the highest peg. I think horse pill's worth having. But yeah, no, it's just simply not worthwhile. Okay, force trigger slot 5. Force triggering slot 5's pretty good. Which one would I rather have? If you have passed the round goal this round, force trigger it twice. You're not... No, because it doesn't... None of these... They're all win more, which I'm not huge on. So let's just do this instead. And then we've got 2048 down there on it. Now it's 16 on it. 16 on it kind of sucks. But it's not over yet. Okay. We just completely didn't interface with the boss at all, but I think that might be fine for us. And we've got a lot of pegs popped ones right now. I would love to get Squirmy upgraded though, because then we get to level up our other butterfly, I think. I don't know if anyone else had to do this. I was about to say I haven't done my metamorphosis unit in a while. Did anybody else in elementary school have to look after butterflies? Because we had to do like the whole... You set up the terrarium for them. You watch them hatch out of the chrysalis and all that kind of stuff. Gave me an innate fear of worms. Don't ask why. I don't know. Just something about them I didn't like. Especially, I'm cool with caterpillars that look correct. And you might be saying, what the hell are you talking about? I don't like caterpillars that are fuzzy. I had to pick a caterpillar and raise it into a butterfly. Do you know how sad, like, not all caterpillars emerge from the cocoon? I would hate to be the teacher who has to look a child dead in the eyes and be like, hey, by the way, your caterpillar didn't make it. I just wanted to let you know right now, just getting ahead of stuff here. It was your caterpillar is dead. That's wild. Oh, what? Having to pick and raise a caterpillar, or the fact that they don't all come out of their cocoons? Because that, I mean, that's just, you know, natural selection, I guess. They weren't built for it. I mean, we currently have an empty slot and nothing that matters about slot 3. Yeah, so we might as well do this. When I was growing up, the cool fad for kids was raising silkworms. Dude, they were just training for Silk Song. You can't fool me. What the fuck, silkworms? Why do you act like that's insane when we both just admitted to raising caterpillars? If I can pick your brain for a second here. Why is it like, holy shit, worms? I would never do that. Now, fuzzy worms that hide inside of a little cocoonus of sorts. That makes sense. Because silkworms are the cooler caterpillars. Oh, you're jealous that you don't have silkworms. Yeah, I mean, it's fucked up because some people only get like ringworms. I don't even know what they're supposed to do about that. I feel like I'm doing nothing now. Like, it seems impossible to pass this Herculean task in front of me. Still barely able to get 1x. And even with Booger Party, I don't think we're gonna do that well. Yeah, even if I 2x that, we wouldn't have got an extra restock. I think that it's safe to say this run's kind of over here. Last shot, yeah. I agree with that. I think it's been my last shot. So any 6-year-old worth their silk had a cardboard box that they brought to and from school with silkworms and leaves inside. I always kind of wanted to be a stag beetle collector, but I don't really think they live in the United States. And is it weird to say that, like, I think fear is something that we're taught and not something we're born with. Because when I was a kid, we would oftentimes get snakes around the house. And I would see the snakes and be like, holy shit, no way, a snake. And I'd run over and go pick it up. Now, I think I would be crying if a snake showed up, and I would know for a fact that the snake's gonna win, not me. Let's try to go for like, yeah, something like that is ideal. Hold. That's not bad. That's not bad. We're doing another halving build, and I know that that seems absurd because I always do a halving build, but just trust me on this one. It will work out this time, for real. It has to. I know every other time I've done a halving build, it just does absolutely nothing and loses. Point in case on this one. Okay, hold on. See? We're barely able to make it by. 50% chance to trigger. I guess we'll go with this one, slot 3. Okay, hold. It was on to something. Now we need a laser pointer before this works. Give me this one, because that's worth a lot to me. Okay. Worth arguably far less when I completely scuff it and do absolutely nothing with it. Definitely, I would say that's what makes it worth far less. Sneaky snipers? I think you can play around that easily. Okay, hold. I mean, it's all right. But when mine were all in cocoons, I had them in a box at home. And when I got home, my mom had opened the box to check on them, and they had emerged and flew away. And it could be true. It does remind me of when my parents told me that my hermit crab actually left and went to a farm. I'm not saying that your silkworms died. I don't want to put that kind of trauma on you. I'm just saying that it sounds quite familiar to me personally. However, again, I'm not here to try and add trauma to your life. I think there's enough of that in the world that I don't really need to be involved. Hold. Dude, if it got me one more point, we would have been so fine. I mean, I'm already so fine, but that's different. Well, I guess my life is a lie. I'm not saying that's what happened. By the way, I'm not insinuating even remotely that your silkworms did die. I'm just saying that it reminds me of the story my parents told me when my hermit crab died. And you might say, how did you know he was dead? Well, because the lie of him moving to a farm came after I saw him not moving without one of his claws. And I don't, even as a kid, I thought to myself, how'd he make it to a farm with one claw? The answer, surprisingly, is I don't think he ever made it to the farm, unfortunate as it may be. Every 3 triggers, force trigger all, or every 3 seconds, force trigger all items. That's not bad at all. It's very hard to complain about. Gain 300 points. I mean, it's an early game carry. I'm not going to say that it's good. Because now we're on 8x. That's good. That's really good for early game. It's far from an optimal build, sure. But 3x on the restocks. I'm sure he made it to the farm on a plate. I don't think so. I don't know if they're feeding cows hermit crabs. Maybe I'm wrong, but they just seem a little bit too large for that. Oh, Betsy, old Betsy, it's feeding time and it's just one little hermit crab. I think old Betsy would lose it. Okay, now we're getting up to something. Shenanigans, perhaps. We gotta go for a black market item, as sad as it may seem. It's just, they're too good. They define too much about who we are. And since we're going black market and skipping our next shop, give me something here. Now, you've got me speaking a different language. I said, do you speak of my language? And I'm telling you right now, all she did was smile, but gave me a Vegemite sandwich. So I don't really know what that one even means. Fuck. Give me a better lineup than that. You can, I mean, yeah. It's something. We barely managed to get our other triggers off, but it was something. I need my Nubby to stay up. Dude, it's so hard to keep it up. I actually understand the plight of old people so much more now. Not the Vegemite. Is it like, is it actually gross? Because I always hear that it is, but I just don't want to believe that it is. What's this one? Hold on. Marks a random peg. When a peg is marked, all pegs that have the same number will be doubled. If no pegs have the same number as the marked, a random peg will be doubled. 2 random pegs copy the number of the first peg popped. If the number, or if this item is in slot number 7, then it affects it more, and then the wingless fly. But all of those suck. Now, Jake the Snake's my guy. Don't even talk to, if you're not gonna talk to me about, oh, come on, Jake the Snake's your man, dude. You got me. If you're not fucking with Jake the Snake, you gotta have a long, hard look in the mirror at who you are. Because he's just my guy. Not a fan of Marmite or Vegemite personally, but I know plenty who like it. Aren't you supposed to use it almost like wasabi, where you like very sparingly use it? Otherwise, a lot of people are gonna say it will be gross. That's just what I've heard. Granted, sushi scares me because I don't know, something about raw fish. It never, a case that never quite sat right with me. We'll take the gourmand. It could be very helpful going forward. Roll me. I mean, Jake the Snake is actually him. It's impossible to hate Jake the Snake. Even when he doesn't trigger, he's just kind of fucking jiving out there. And that's so hard to hate. What a guy. Yeah, it's not supposed to be spread really thick. Guess that's the difference between me and Marmite. I've never had Vegemite, but it doesn't look appetizing. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think there's a lot of things I've never had that don't look appetizing, though. Like, and like, I'm saying this as they very well could be appetizing. One of the main ones that I think of is there's a Chinese place near me where they serve pig's feet. Now, I'm not even like really, I don't really eat pork at all. So obviously I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage there. But I just can't imagine enjoying it. It just sounds too off for me, personally. 2 pegs halved. Okay. I mean, let's try to upgrade our squirmy going. We've got a lot to look forward to with this one. Come on. I just need to keep airtime. Because if we can get more airtime, we can get more restocks going. We can get more restocks going, everything kind of changes for us in a very large way. That was not horrible, but I would not call it good. Now, I don't think I'm ever gonna try pig's feet, but I can't say 100% if it would be bad or not. I can say that it doesn't look great to me. For sure. That's an easy... I see it on the menu and I'm like, I don't know about all this necessarily. If you can upgrade, dude, if Squirmy could upgrade for us, I just think so much would change for me. I just see my life turning around completely if Squirmy would upgrade. Roll me if we can get more hot dogs. We can't get more hot dogs. What if I roll here and we see what kind of stuff we're looking at? Legs. I don't know about legs either. One time for every 10 foods you've eaten, but I just really haven't ate many foods yet, unfortunately. I'm not exactly the culinary savant I want to be. I will say there is something about walking into, because there's a lot of like local, small, home-owned restaurants around me, specifically Chinese restaurants where you can tell it's like just a family that's working there. I know that I'm in good hands in terms of both the price and the food I'm about to get when I walk in and I see kids on their iPads up front, and I can tell that like this is the family of the owners that are all on their iPads here. When I see that, I'm like, lock in, peak is approaching. I know this too well. We're about to have some of the best Chinese food I've ever had. So I've just got to get my taste buds ready for it. And without fail, every time that's exactly how it happens. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The other ones were just worth nothing. Could have got an extra restock there. Definitely could have, but whatever. Give me one of these. Oh, 16K. Jake the Snake. You should not have. Unfortunately, I didn't hit it a single time, but I'll count that one on me. 25% chance to double the highest peg. You've got to take a horse pill, and you've got to take the cheese house up. As sad as it is, it's one of our win cons right now. You buy this one to get your money up, not your funny up, and then you buy this one. Call it a day there, roll it. Wish you could get the Tart Lard. Unfortunately, you can't. Tart Lard is a very dangerous thing to say fast, by the way. I'm playing with my own cancellation, and I can feel it. Okay, that's huge. That was huge. Thanks to Horse Pill on that one. Do I think Horse Pill is going to be our carry going forward? I could see it happening. You should be combined. And I've had no reason not to this whole time. Staying away from the Moab the entire time? Not a huge fan on that one. Yeah, didn't even hit the 65,000 point one. That kind of hurts. That definitely kind of hurts. Imagine if we did. We would have been so fine. But now this is giving 7,500 points. That's not the what? See, that's why I was like, you gotta be really careful. Real, unfortunately, recognizes real. Okay, force trigger all items every 3 seconds. That's not bad, obviously. Eat this for more money up. Put this over here. What are we up to? We're up to 5 foods. So currently, the extra one isn't really transferring much for us. Roll me. I just don't, look. I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel here, okay? I'm here to play some honest Nubby. I understand not everyone is. Oh, come on. If we could get Horse Pill to pop. Horse Pill. You could have done so much more on one like that. Shell Shocked, I think, is good. Shell Shock sucks ass. Shell Shock's one of the worst ones you could ever have. Come on. Hit the one that's 200,000. Hit the... Oh, baby. That's what's up. And then 1 million. Oh, we're rich. Now we're in business. You get one like that. You buy another food-related item. All we have to do going forward, maintain the agenda. Holy heck. Yeah, there's an issue with this build, and you might be noticing it. The issue is, it is completely based off of nothing but luck. And you could say, isn't that ideal for a game like this? We could get walled here. I'll just tell it like it. We're walled. No, man! No! Why would you fall right there? Nubster, man. Talk to me. Was it something I said? Did I make you anxious, perhaps? Talk with me. Be honest, one-to-one with me. All right, man to man. What was that Nubby? That's not the Nubby I know. All items are half priced. Items have a 5% chance to shatter when they trigger. That's not me. Items have 2 trigger types. For example, an item could trigger when the round goal is passed or when Nubby dies. Let's go with Mutant Tony. Let's try a different round approach. Because maybe that's my issue. Is I'm focusing too much on one Tony. I'm becoming the master of one Tony rather than the guy who is... Fear not the man who has practiced one Tony 1 million times, but the man who has practiced 1 million Tonys one time. And normally it goes the other way. Nubby's a different behemoth. Oh, come on. Give me both of those, and we're basically there already. Could have made it a little bit further, but that's fine. Pass round goal, nah. Every 2 seconds. Okay. Now, we could be on to something with this one. It's not going to help us currently. So don't say that, like, it's doing nothing. I understand it's doing nothing. You don't have to tell me. I can notice that it's doing nothing for us. But it's not here to necessarily do anything until we get another have item. But that's such a good trigger for the seal to have that it's just gotta... I can't imagine a world where I don't want it. Even though... And also we get nice smacking sound effects, which... You know me, I love my ASMR. Dude, do you guys think I should make, like, an ASMR channel? Be honest. I think my voice is so appealing, right? ASMR, your boyfriend from the mafia tucks you in after... I don't know, he turned into a werewolf. Is that kind of what... Is that still the vibe, or is it different now? This could be not bad. Just because we are going to get more trigger types, but I'm still just going to skip it because I need money. Unfortunate as it may be. I'd listen to that. Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. I don't want to talk about that one. That one didn't count, obviously. Close your eyes. Men in Black Neuralizer. All right, you're flashed. You've forgotten. So anyways, guys, let's do our, like, first run of... I was about to call it Balatro. Not Balatro. Nubby's Number Factory, in point of fact. Dude, I just kind of... There's something that feels right when I'm out here straight nubbing it. Hold. Come on. Come on. Pass round or 4 pegs doubled? No. Bro, you all suck. You're all atrocious. Silly Goose is crazy. He's just too good. But now when you keep a 1 on the board, okay. Slightly better. Slightly better. Just made the most judgmental sounding meow after you said that. Well, I don't know how she could have probably, or how she could have even possibly known what was going on because, like, the Men in Black Neuralizer went off. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me that it could even have happened. Trying to say that I don't think so. First peg popped. Force trigger the item in slot 4 times. Yeah, we'll go with this one for right now, and then we'll just do, like, something like this. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. X7 on the restock. No, about the nubbing it. Oh. But I kind of am straight up nubbing it, right? And by it, well, I mean, like, let's just say. This should be so much money for the early game. They're at, like, too much. It's so much money. We're going insane. We're going insane. Crazy amounts of money. Because now we'll be able to instantly buy our way into the cafe. Which is... I mean, I've always wanted to have a kind of cafe that I could pay to go into. That's not true. I've always hated... The idea of me having to walk in anywhere and get ID'd or, like, anything of that sort. Just simply not for me. I've never been huge on the club scene, bar scene, any of those. I know. Surprise. A gamer who doesn't like going outside? Hey. I'm just as surprised as you are. Oh, man. If it didn't... That could have been so good. Don't have the one that I don't want you to have. That's not bad. That's not bad. Silly Goose is definitely our carry right now. And luckily, we're able to use it just without even having to care or worry remotely about having anything. Now, luckily, whenever it is having from this one, we're getting more stuff from it. Okay, well, you have to buy both of those. As unfortunate as it may sound, you are legally obligated to buy both of these. To quadruple. See, because now... I mean, just... How does he do it? He might be seeing into the Nubbyverse. The new Spider-Man movie that everyone will be going to see.
Ouch.
I actually didn't see, I think I've talked about this. I didn't see the more recent Spider-Verse movie. And it's not because, like, I'm a fan of the animation a lot. It was just something about, like, there's too much talk about it on Twitter to the point where I no longer cared to go see it because I felt like I had seen it. You know what I mean? Everybody had talked at lengths way too much about the new Spider-Verse movie. So I just never went to go see it because I was like, I've basically seen it already. I think Poop Butt's already out. As sad as that is. Buy 2 of these just for the econ reasons. Roll me. And now it's already breaking even. And this is your rightmost item in your inventory when Nubby dies, which does count towards this one. Hello, Mr. Ratman. This game looks confusing. I mean, it's not too bad once you get used to it. It's just kind of like, we're straight up nubbing it. So watch. You click the button, and then you lose. But this time, you'll win. And obviously, we all know what the difference is. That time, I did better. So once you start to understand that, see, that time we got 2x on this score, even though the score limit was supposed to be higher than the previous one, which obviously that adds up because, I mean, when you think about it, see, now we're getting unlucky with our minuses. I would definitely agree with that if that's kind of where you're coming from with this. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. I could try to explain it, but, like, do you care? Who is the fellow with the sunglasses? That's Tony. He just kind of, he chills. I'm fucking with Tony because Tony kind of doesn't have any enemies. You know what I mean? He's always in the replies of... Dude, why is Twitter so brain rotted? Why is it like the only application I can ever think of? It shouldn't be this way. Huge econ plays, by the way. Huge econ plays. Now, I don't think another Poop Butt's doing much for us, but a second Dancing Dino Plus, that is doing a lot for us. Highest number peg popped. Halves the highest number and then doubles the lowest 2 times. I think that we care about that more than I care about the Fluttershy up here, unfortunately. I know My Little Pony fans are going to hate me for that one, but look. They'll learn to hate me, okay? It's fine. Hope. We were so close. Dude, I could taste it, man. We need to get... Yeah, this is... Okay. What do I do? Because we need to, like, pop the lowest. If the lowest is too low, we lose the game. But if the lowest isn't that bad, we can get a lot of points. The aesthetic of this game makes me feel odd. It was a lot of people's awakening, so I understand where you're coming from. Kind of like Mr. Noodle on Sesame Street, probably. Can't attest to that 100%, but he just did kind of have that effect on people. 5x restocks, great. We're back up to maximum nub. So now, that was just very lucky from our dinos and what it hit. Very unlucky from our dinos now. Yeah. Let's give the seal a chance, and then we should also do the nose up here. I think both of those are really sensible picks. I didn't mean in a sexual way, you silly goose. Actually, he's the evil goose now. He used to be the silly goose. I understand where the confusion comes from. They are both geese of sorts. Hold. Is this going to change everything? Possibly. We've got to go for our lowest ones first. I'm force triggering the item in slot 6 and possibly the rightmost item. So how should I change that? Our rightmost / slot 6 should be Evil Goose. No, it should be Happy Seal, because then you would count as having, which would then cause both of these to go off, which I think is good for us exclusively. And then every time we're hitting our highest peg, which we were for a while there, but you know, all good things must come to an end. We're going pretty well if we can hit that. That was an example of how it would go if I completely decide to neglect everything. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like our run isn't good. which is not what I want to be feeling. This is plus money. And that's enough for a new Evil Goose. And Evil Goose does change a lot for me. I think that I could sell the nose to upgrade a second Evil Goose. Now, I can't get Dancing Dino right now. This game is like if I had taken acid as an 8-year-old. Well, there's nothing stopping you from taking acid now, aside from your own preconceived notions. You don't have to let that stop you. See, now that was pretty good right there. That I kind of felt. And then we do this. Oh, and we're off to the races now, aren't we? That's the kind of score we need, but we could obviously... You don't have to tell me that, well, you could only do that because of us having, because of us having the snow globe effect. I know it was only because of the snow globe boss fight effect, but it still felt damn good. Now, this is okay. That was fine. That was fine. I just gotta, I don't know. Maybe if we go like this, that's way better. Yeah. Those are the kinds of shots. So, I mean, honestly, I think you've got to look at it in like a trickle down state. We need to make sure that our lows are getting higher and our highs are getting lower. I think that's also what acid helps with. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't taken it, but I do want to, you know what? Maybe I should add a yet in there. Because honestly, Justin Bieber taught me one thing, and it was that you should never say never, man. Well, I don't like you should fight for forever, but it's a long time, Justin. Not all of us have that kind of time on our hands. Barely missing the goal does not feel good. We need our dinos to help us instead of harm us, but it appears as though they are dead set on harming us and not helping us, which is making the points feel not great. See, like here, where's the points anywhere? We've just got no points on the board, despite all of our geese pops. I think that's how you gotta start it out. But even then, that's not enough. I think our dinos have been kind of fucking us, dude. Dino and tree, neither have helped us at all. Come on. I mean, I now understand the plight of a 75-year-old tapping on a slot machine. I didn't think I'd ever be right there with them, but they were right. Maybe every now and then I do need that little bit of a luck stimmy. These are horrible peg placements. I don't know who, I gotta speak to somebody about the way they're placing these things, because there's just no way. Oh, 1 point off? 1 point off getting a 2xer? Yeesh, man, yeesh. Just give me this one. Roll me. Freeze this one. Because God Raise is going to change a lot. Definitely. I see no doubt in my mind that God Raise can really bring everything together for us. 6x, all because of you. Yeah, all because of you. I mean, that's my goat right there. Okay, he was my goat, and then he betrayed me a singular time. What can I say? I'm not loyal. You're only my goat in terms of how useful you can be to me. Yo, dude, so I posted a short today. It was just like a little light jab at what was going on with all the Cinder drama, because, like, first of all, I feel like I'm so far removed from it, obviously. But second of all, it is something that kind of reflects on the whole VTubing community. Dude, YouTube loves pushing drama-related stuff. It's actually insane how much harder they try to shove that down people's throats. I get it, though. It is like the 40-year-old white woman my show's on. So I understand. I'm there, too, okay? When there's drama, I'll be like, all right, fine. I'll throw it on my second monitor. And then, you know, get desensitized to the fact that these are real people's lives who are getting affected. But, I mean, you know, round goal is pass 2 or more times for sugar, all items, and lose 25% of total points. No. Force triggers all items to summon anything. I don't like either of those, honestly. I just don't think either is helpful for what I'm trying to go for. But, you know, it was insane to me how much more YouTube was pushing that one. I was like, damn, they really do want people to be like, hey, guys, drama. I think this should help us a lot. Okay. Or do fucking absolutely nothing. Hold. That's not bad. That's kind of what we're looking for. This is one of those full pop boards, which kind of iffy. They don't normally have a lot of legs to them. It's very front loaded for what your points are, and you either just like win or you don't. And in my case, it's definitely I don't way more often than it is I win. But there we go. That's kind of what I was looking for here. Now, Nubby dies. It's based off slot 1, so I should put you here because that's going to trigger far, far, far more. For each time they're... Wow, still nothing, though. We got to go for, like, a Jake the Snake or something, man. And I know that seems... Don't you always go for Jake the Snake? Yes. I'm going to gamble for once. I always get one when I need it, but this time I think it's going to pay back. It's just enough for another spin on the slot machine. And this time, I'm feeling millions. Oh, baby. Well, you can't quit while you're ahead. That's the one rule in gambling. Okay, we're breaking pretty even. Now, we're not going to be going to our next shop, so we should buy an item here to see what we can get. I would say not stellar, but even selling it doesn't give us another spin. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best it could be. That, oh, if we would have got the 2x on that, would have made $10. That's more than, I mean, I was going to say more than minimum wage. It actually is not, surprising. Well, at least not for me. I think in, like, a lot of the Midwest of the United States, you're lucky if you're making $10 an hour. And I know that people go, well, who can't survive off $10 an hour? Look, everybody. That's half of Nubby's number factory coming out of your paycheck, man. Sorry, half of your paycheck goes toward Nubby's number factory. Half of an hour of work, I should say. Maybe? That's something, that's something. We gotta go to the shop. Yeah. You're doing nothing for me. You are first peg popped in every 2 seconds amid an Ichor stream. Every 10 times Nubby has died. When a peg hit by Ichor, pass round goal items and perks will trigger. I don't think I have many pass round goals right now. You are first peg popped, and when Nubby dies, first peg popped in every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds, 2 random pegs will copy the number of the first peg popped. It's just too much. Jake the Snake is my goat. We're barely in there. Holy shit. When people say we're living on a prayer, this is what they're talking about, dude. Oh my god. We made it, I swear. Somehow. Force triggering the item in slot 3. Force triggering all-seeing pyramid seems way better than anything else that I had as options there. This is very good that I'm going to fail here so I can go back to last shot, because I'm kind of like a guy who plays best on my last life, you know? Until I feel threatened, I'm not going to play well. But see, there they tried to threaten me, and that's precisely why I could play well. And then Jake the Snake, I know that you've got me. I know that right now you don't, but like you're about to have me, and I can feel that. Jake the Snake, it's a 1 in 2 chance, my man. I'm not trying to say that you're shorting me here. I would never imply such a thing. But like, I've definitely gone more than 2 times. Could your 1 in 2 potentially ever hit? If it's not too inconvenient for Jake the Snake, obviously. I would hate to put him in an awkward position. I've been there before. Thank you so much. Now, this is what we're looking for. This does change everything. Immediately, we get 2x. We're starting to rebuild our lives, rebuild our economy. It's so rough to get the economy back up and running. I'm starting to feel the plight of the president, man. Now I get it. Fuck. We could have got a full board clear there. We totally could have. Roll these. Jake the Snake me. Or don't. That's also chill. I'm not trying to get all up in your grill or whatever. Kazoo seems like one of the best items in the game. Just randomly doubling items or doubling point values is so good in a game where all I need is points. In fact, it makes it really hard for me to justify the idea of the ones that like have items, because I don't ever really want to get half of the points. I know, shocking, but like I'd rather get full points. So you are force triggering the item in slot number 3. which is 25% chance when a peg's fully popped to do that. Okay. I think that's actually good for me. I don't really like any of these. Strawberry for minus econ currently. Strawberry for minus econ currently, but now we're breaking even. And once you've hit rock bottom, you're not going to believe the only place to go. It's up. Oh, now that was huge. I don't even know what happened. Why? Because I close my eyes when I play video games. They're scary, and my mom said they rot my brain. It just makes more sense that way. Okay. I mean, is it all dependent on Jake the Snake? No, just 95%. Very different. Very different numbers. Hit this one. Got nothing that I cared about getting 2x. That sucks. I think what I need is like more... I need to be able to pop faster so that Kazoo's hits matter more. Because right now it's randomly like 2xing something that's worth 8 points. And that means highly little to me in the grand scheme of things. Jake the Snake me? I mean, you just love to see it. When Jake the Snake hits, it's a free win. In fact, it's a free 2x. Dare I say it. Dare I say it's a free 2x. And then it's a free 10x. Why? We're jaking. I'm literally playing with my snake right now. Sorry. Unrelated to the stream, might I add. Inflatable dolphin. Kind of like just horrible, right? Gives the croissant perk. Has an X% chance to force trigger the item in slot number 3. I think that's worth buying. I think it's worth rolling and getting absolutely nothing and feeling a little bit unfortunate about that one. Yeesh. Could really use... Okay, there we go. Yep. Yeah. Wow. Good shit, croissant. For each life remaining plus 25%. Oh. So we're guaranteed now when we pop the highest number to get ourselves what we need. Okay. It's so sad because I saw like precisely what I was looking for, aka 65 times up there. Or sorry, a 65k. And if we got that, I mean, I don't have to tell you how destabilized the economy would be from that one. 2x bonus on that. Comes and goes for me, what can I say? Now that's huge. That's massive. Wow, it wasn't that many points at all, actually. Maybe it was tiny and small. Maybe it was tiny and small and I should feel bad, actually. All right. Roll me, because I don't really want either of those. That's like just free money. How close am I? I've only eaten 4 things of food. Whenever I pass round goals, summon a meat orb. I don't know. Last time I went to meatorb.com, my mom got mad at me. So I don't think that that's really for me anymore. I think I had to move on from that life, whether I wanted to or not. Now that's huge. That's a 9x. That's just... Turns out doubling is just all you need to do, all right? That's not bad. If it wasn't shell-shocked, we could have done way better, but... Force trigger all items in odd-numbered slots. I think that I like a lot. Because you're also odd-numbered, and then you're in slot 3. So you should just sit in slot 7 just so you can get force triggered more. Oh, baby. Oh, we're going absolutely nuts mode on this one. This is all I've been waiting for, man. I've needed my big break. My sensory chamber in front of... I really do feel like I'm watching Coco Melon, but I mean that in the best way I possibly could. They should make Coco Melon for adults. Because I guess they already have that. That's like the Family Guy clips with gameplay of mobile games that honestly just look like the least fun I've ever seen anybody have. And I know that that's rich coming from me looking, when you look at the way that Nubbies looks. Listen here, if you shit on Nubbies, you're fucking with the nub fandom, okay? Don't fuck with us nubsters. We don't know how to read yet. Upgrades the rightmost item in your inventory, deletes the leftmost item in your inventory. Let's upgrade Jake the Snake and say fuck the turtle. Upgrade rightmost, delete leftmost. Upgrade Jake the Snake. 1 in 4 chance to double all pegs twice. That's just too good. Jake the Snake. How does he get away with this kind of stuff, man? Now, peg halved or 15 pegs popped. I think that that's worthwhile just to have there. Because now we've just got a chance to double stuff, which is kind of the entire point of the run, in case you didn't realize. I just feel like I have to be a doubler. TikTok taught me well. They taught me about the double it and pass it to the next person. They were really cooking with that one. I do wonder, do you think those clips that people make, where it's like mobile gameplay on the right, TikTok or Family Guy clip on the left, do you think that they purposefully, or are they like sponsored by the mobile games they're playing? Because they never play a mobile game ever that looks fun. The games they're playing always look like the worst game I've ever seen. Like, I have no clue who it's supposed to be advertising towards. Because every time I see it, I'm like, is somebody realistically sitting down and playing a game where all you do is click a knife and hope that the knife lands in the direction you would like it to? I don't think so. I just can't see that happening. That's not how people would spend it. You're telling, I'm supposed to believe somebody put in grueling hours at their 9 to 5, trying to just put food on the table for their children, and then they came home and went, let me play the game where I can flip a knife and try to cut through a block. I don't think that that's a real person. And you can say it's for kids, but I don't think kids would like it either. Also, can we stop that trend? You know the one I'm talking about. The mobile game ads where they purposefully play the game incorrectly. I know it's supposed to be like, oh, it's rage bait to get you to download the game, but it doesn't work like that, because it's just rage bait that makes me never want to play your game. Because if you as the developer say our game is so bad, the only way we could get somebody to play it is by hopefully baiting them into accidentally playing it, I don't want to play your game. God damn, those trigger me so hard. I mean, like, it's very clearly rage bait, right? So like, it's working on you. That's what they want. They want you to look at it and be like, this fucking sucks. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. But I have to know how it works. They even got, who was the actor who played Homelander? I can't remember his name right now. Even he was on one of those ads rage baiting for it. And like, what are we doing, man? The bills can't be that high. You're on The Boys. That can't be right. I guess we'll just put Pedro on here. Why not? He'll keep shit popping. Pedro's that kind of man. Take our key with us and then we're on our way out. Romy. Jake the Snake has popped. Jake the Snake giveth. Yet to no defeat when Jake the Snake's on my side. Yep, another Jake the Snaking. Honestly, maybe I should go slower. I feel too strong with how fast we're going right now. I'm clearing it too quickly. Also, I don't know how many points I'm realistically gaining from this. Well, definitely something went off there. Holy. But yeah, when I saw that they had Homelander on one of them, I was just, that one truly baffled my mind. Anthony Starr, that's his name. Because like, surely he has enough money from The Boys. I don't think that Amazon would pay poorly, except for most of their employees. I don't think they'd pay their actors poorly. So long as you make enough money where you've got some kind of buying power with them. Hold. This could change a lot for me, or next to nothing. We'll take that though. Pessimism? Pessimism sucks. Very much not what we're looking for, because we kind of pop everything. As it turns out, it's not that bad for us. One random triggers, yeah, it's better than the other one, just because like the other one, it's been too long. It's been so long, dare I say. But you know, those ads piss me off, and they've started getting really strange. And don't say that it's just my algorithm, Because I've seen a bunch of people in the comments of this style of ad where they're like, I don't know what I've done to make them think I want to see something like this. I've been getting, like, there's a DC game. A DC mobile game where, like, you're building a bunker or something. It's like your classic, like, Fallout Shelter, your civilian management style mobile game where you have to sit for 17 days in order to upgrade your town hall once. You know the kind of game. And I don't know, man. The way they're advertising the game is very strange, to say the least. Because the only ads I'm getting, they keep being like, here's Harley Quinn farting on a dude and he falls over. I know that there was the one Harley Quinn fart fetish comic, but is this like what she's gonna be known for now? Is this her? Is this her claim to fame? There's no way Harley Quinn's just gonna be known to the next generation as, oh yeah, that's the fart hero. I don't believe that. They've got to change the way they're advertising it. Well, I guess they have, because there's another one that they do. This one, it's the same thing. It's Harley Quinn yet again. But this time it's like she's stepping on a dude. I don't think that this is how you get people to play your game. I understand the gooners are out there. You don't have to tell me that gooners exist. I'm aware. I am. But like, I don't think that they're that desperate for a game, right? They see that and they go, hell yeah, this is perfect. Wait, games plus 1% odd for rares across. Okay, sure, why not? Roll me. Give me the hot dog for econ, and then we just keep eating. Randomizes all items in your inventory. No shot. I'm just not that kind of guy. Okay, I wish that I was. I wish that I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. I kind of wish I had a girl that looked good. I would call her. That was horrible. How did it even bounce like that? Nobody knows yet. As sad as that may be. And see, like, how does it possibly go from that to this? Oh my god. But yeah, no, I don't know what DC is going on right now, like what they have happening. And then they also have ads where it's like poisonous gas is closing in on Gotham. Can you save the city? I know that's not the gameplay. The gameplay is you stare at something for a while. That's all there is to the gameplay. You just stare and wait for your town hall to upgrade. That's all there will ever be to the gameplay. That's huge. That's ginormous. 832x. Hold on. Hold on. Pegmania? Shit. If I ever find a girl who wants to take me to Pegmania, I'm putting a ring on it. I'm locking it down as quick as I can. Very forward of you to refer to women as it. Thank you. Didn't really think about that till after the bit had run its course, so. Do I want another squid? There's such a thing as too many squids, right? It can't be the right choice. Oh, you shouldn't have bought that first. You should have bought kebab and the other perks first. Really? I thought the gameplay would be Bejeweled for the Goonteenth time. They do really like doing Bejeweled style games. And yet again, I don't know who the target demographic for said Bejeweled style game is. What are you doing for me? Summon 2 quills. You're probably helping a lot. I just don't know it yet. I feel like it's just like, I'm too blind to understand what is helping. I saw one of those pop for 1 billion. Love to see it. 2x clear on that. Yeah, there was also a Cookie Run game. I'm a big Cookie Run fan. In fact, when they released the Cookie Run version of Brawl Stars, there's a non-zero chance that I play it on the channel. Also, if you're about to say I'm a big Cookie Run fan too, I love Kingdom, I want you to know right now you are not safe here, okay? I'm not saying that Kingdom's the worst game ever. I'm just saying that I'm not quite a fan of Kingdom, personally. If you like Kingdom, hey, Godspeed, I suppose. But like, I was a huge Oven Break fan. I like Tower of Adventures, but honestly, I felt like with Tower of Adventures, they weren't keeping up with the updates enough. If you played the Witch's Castle, the That one was the Candy Crush style one. Sorry. Not Bejeweled. Candy Crush. That one, I hate to break it to you, you might be a boomer. I'm sorry. The only cookie game I've heard of is Cookie Clicker. That's crazy. Yo, you guys want to hear something fun? I like bringing this up because I think it makes people feel really good. Isn't it so sick how 2015 was 10 years ago, an entire decade ago? Isn't that so awesome? We've lived a decade since 2015. Really, like, marinate on that for a while. I just want to remind everybody that was 1 decade ago. If the peg hits a laser, its number will be reduced to 1. Okay, that's fine by me. Roll me. It's not at all fine by me. We might be fucked. I didn't know he'd go so quick. We barely win. Honestly, let's go endless. I'm kind of fucking with this run. So yeah, if you ever think to yourself that 2015 wasn't that long ago, I just want to really remind you that you are deluding yourself. It was. It was and is that long ago. And if you also wake up in the morning and sometimes your back hurts, there's a reason. It was a decade ago. Dude, do that like a hope core edit. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but 2015 was 1 decade ago. Stop living in the past. It's time to get your ass up, Gramps. Go secure that 401k, old timer. That was horrible. I mean, that was just an atrocious shot. This is a really weird deck because it'll either go insanely hard or get barely enough points to pass. Like here, we're definitely going to break everything, yeah. And then we get our extra one back. None of those help. Otherwise, reroll all foods. So I should eat that first, eat that next, then eat this for a free reroll, then eat this for free money and this for free money, then eat this to get a random food item. We're not going to randomize all of ours. Then eat this for more money, then eat this for more money, then eat this for more money. Put you in slot 7 because slot 7 is getting this one. Yeah. Which matters way more. And I should have been doing this the entire one. Because, like, I've been doubling the wrong guy. We actually got the wrong guy. See, that makes way more sense to me. Now, am I getting much? Look, it was slightly better, okay? We could use our second Jake the Snake to get upgraded. I'll agree with that. If your take is Jake the Snake, getting an upgrade would really be beneficial. I think you're right. If we destroy that, which we should, we do barely clear it. What am I doing wrong? Because sometimes it just goes insane. Oh, I think it's if Jake the Snake goes. When Jake the Snake pops, we win. Undoubtedly. Hold on, just wait for the bonus clear. There it is. Now we get more money. I mean, I really just don't know what they want from me because, like, the more money we have, it kind of just feels like the more problems it brings. Is it time? Wow, I only had 1 billion out of a necessary 11 billion. That doesn't feel really all that good at all. Oh, man. That's still not going to clear it. Yeah. Let's try hitting this one first. Jake the Snake, I need you. Help me help you, Jake the Snake. Because it doesn't feel like, it kind of feels like we're talking in circles here, right? I need to pop that one as soon as possible. Last shot. Holy. Wait, we're getting dumpstered. Wait. How did I even lose there? New high score, 6.50 or 615 billion. That's nothing. We beat that with normal Tony when we got 16.00. Now, Mutant Tony, we have beat the game with at least. Wins 2. Go. Let's just get a 3rd win on normal Tony. Normal Tony just kind of, there's a little bit of sauce to it, you know? Like, if you beat Pokemon and you use nothing but dragon types, I'd expect that. If you beat Pokemon and use nothing but normal types, I'm kind of looking at you like, whoa, you need to be checked into an asylum? How'd you do all that? No, I'm sure it's probably not hard. Look, really, and I've never done a Nuzlocke, so maybe I shouldn't be speaking to it. But the way I see it, how hard could it be to do a Nuzlocke? Because, like, the games are made for children. I know that that's probably not what you want to hear, but, like, they are. I was beating Pokemon Diamond and Pearl as but a wee lad, and I don't even think I was over leveling, except for my starter. I would level one Pokemon and I'd beat the whole game. So I feel like it's probably not too bad to do a Nuzlocke. Now, the issue with doing a Nuzlocke is, like, I feel like I would get bored from doing all of the leveling in between. And then people will say, just use rare candy so you can skip the leveling. But, like, the leveling's the game, as far as I'm concerned. It's kind of like the, oh my god, horrible shot. It's kind of like when people in WoW were paying Blizzard to skip all of the leveling parts of a new character. But, like, I could be wrong. Why are you playing World of Warcraft if you don't enjoy leveling a character? That's the game, man. I know there's raids at the end of it, but if you're like, oh, gross, I have to do questing and leveling, I don't know if MMOs are for you at all. I mean, that's kind of how I feel about Elon paying for the Path of Exile thing. I just don't think it's his kind of game. If he's got to pay somebody else to play it, because he's like, dear God, the worst thing that could happen is I'd actually have to play this godforsaken trash. I don't know. Maybe you should be looking for a different kind of thing to pursue. Hold. This could be big. That's personally my favorite part of MMOs, by the way. I love the grinding and the leveling. It's why Realm of the Mad God's the best MMO ever made, because it's nothing but grinding and leveling. And if you ever make it to the end game, it's only for a fleeting moment where they will then kill you and say, go back to grinding and leveling. And I love that. I think more games should do that, because that's so sick. Okay, that was something. That was something. Now, does it make it insanely unapproachable for a lot of beginners because they're like, what the hell, I just made it to endgame and now I'm dead? Yes. Yes, most beginners, in fact, actually, like, hate the game and end up leaving after they lose one character because they're like, well, that's fucked up. But still, if there was any retention to that game, dude, it would be unstoppable. I do think that, like, Realm of the Mad God has such a winning formula that is simply not being utilized well. Based purely off, hold on, when pegs hit do the pass round goal, but those are nubby dies. Random Cosmo, it counts as 2 peg pops instead of 1. Do I have any, like, re-trigger nubby dies? 2 random pegs will copy the 1 number. Random Cosmo Blast. We'll try the alien, I don't know. Well, it really didn't do too much there. I guess it's some synergy with this because it's counting as more, I suppose. It's not much, but it's all I've got. We're holding on to what we've got. We'll give it a shot. Force trigger all odd number ones. That should be okay. But you know, I personally love MMO grinding. I think it's where MMOs shine, is in the grind. Now, that does not apply to some MMOs. For example, I'm not going to give that one to Destiny 2, and you might say, why not? Well, because, like, they forgot to make a game. No, that's not fair. Destiny 2 was pretty good for a while, and then Bungie just decided that they were kind of done making this game, and they decided to back the worst horse of all time. What was that one? Marathon, the game where you have mouse and you have controller style aim assist on mouse and keyboard, which is just like, I mean, that's such an interesting choice. You know, I don't think I would have done that personally, but they sure did. And I mean, good for them. Hold. It's not over yet. Cause like if we can get some good 3X's going there, We've got a lot of lives back. The more lives we have, the better we're doing. I don't remember Marathon at all. Happy that you said you don't remember Marathon at all. So Marathon was originally actually like a game from 1990 something. I think it was like a text-based adventure game back when that was considered, you know, gameplay because it was all we had. All right, MS-DOS wasn't going to be doing too much more than text-based adventures. You were lucky it was even able to run that. But Bungie has decided to reboot the Marathon franchise as an extraction shooter game that is currently in a closed alpha. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, an extraction shooter game, kind of like Tarkov. Hey, wait a minute, isn't Tarkov kind of on the downturn right now because a lot of people are really bored of the extraction shooter genre? Whatever you do, don't tell that to Bungie, because yes, you're correct. But they don't know that yet, okay? They're currently learning that, oh, there's a reason people aren't playing extraction shooters right now. It's because nobody's playing extraction shooters. Oh. So, like, it's tragic for them, truly. Because I don't think they're learning as unfortunate as they... And I also... It's a conspiracy theory. This is one that I believe in somewhat. I think that the reason there was aim assist on mouse and keyboard in Marathon was because the primary people who were originally given access to the closed alpha were game journalists. And I 100% believe that they kept it on because game journalists, I mean, we saw the Cuphead gameplay, man. So they wanted to make the game journalists be like, the shooting in this game feels so much cleaner than any game I've ever played because they could actually hit shots. That's my personal conspiracy theory that I believe in. There's nothing that backs or has it founded. But you know what? There's also nothing that backs the earth is flat. And an alarming number of people seem to believe that one. Like, I mean, a very alarming number of people. Like, way, way, way too many people believe that one. What's way, way, way too many? Any number that's higher than 1, honestly. If there was like one person who believed it, I'd be like, that's the fringe case. It is not just one person. And like, not to go... No, you know what? You can say fuck the people who believe the earth is flat. I don't understand what the point of the conspiracy behind a flat earth is. I just don't get it. What changes for you in your day-to-day life if the earth is indeed flat? Like, let's run with the idea that it is. Are you not driving to your 9 to 5 the next day? Are you like, oh, the earth's flat, actually, I no longer have to, I can call in sick today? I don't think that's how that works. If it doesn't work when Jupiter's in retrograde, it's not gonna work for you with the earth being flat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your boss is gonna see that and be like, okay, show up. We might as well just get more kazoos going. They're just too good. Is this a new run or are you just kazoo spamming again? Yeah, I'm just kazoo spamming again. But you know what? I know my worth. I'm staying thoroughly within what I know. Force trigger 2 times for each empty slot, or Nubby dies, force trigger all first popped once. I think first popped. I don't know if I have any. Wait, I don't. Oh, no, I do. So now Poop Buck is basically just an on death and an on. We're playing mutant now. Okay. Oh, man. That was just such a horrible way it could have bounced. I was trying to avoid hitting our largest one, so that way Kazoo could try and double it for us. Did it work out? No, but like, wouldn't it have been cool if it did? It would be so awesome. Dare I even say it would be so cool? This can't be the way that it ends. Please, don't just go right down the gutter. 1x, not what I'm hoping for. Just give me the points. Just, I mean, put the points in the bag. We'll take it. I don't think we're making it out of this one. We need to get some really good doubles. We got some pretty decent doubles. Okay, we made it out of that one. Upgrade that one for sure. Should have gone in here first. Strawberries would have given... They don't tell me how many coins, but just trust me on this one. Well, you might as well eat the free one, see if you can double it to get more coins. Eat this one. It gives us just enough to buy another one. So now we're breaking even on strawberries, which means we can only go up from here. We've broken through this glass ceiling. Last shot. Hate seeing that. So, I don't know. We're here. Please. Please, man. Say cheese. I'm trying. There's no way. There's no way that you bounce. I mean, it's through the cracks. That's a beautiful thing to happen. Custom seed? I just don't know about that one. Challenges. I don't know if I'm ready for challenge runs, honestly. Achievements are enabled. Are there items you unlock in the achievements? Allow me to open my Steam achievements. When I open Steam, achievements is grayed out, insinuating that perhaps there just aren't achievements. Awesome, awesome. I guess we'll just go with the normal one then. What's this one? What's this one? You start with 15. You will enter the Nubby Mart. Rare and ultra rare are twice as likely. Okay, Tony Jr. I had to pay to unlock easy mode. That's awesome. Roll me? Sure. Give me 2 of these guys. Yeah, I'd rather have 2 mini ones though. And then we try to... That's what's up right there. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a gorgeous play right there. They might have to give me a Guinness Book of World Records for that one. Oh, baby. We are going crazy. It's already paid for itself. I was worried that going double rock start, I mean, it's a very controversial start. Dwayne was a big fan of it, and so much so I believe he named himself after it in his professional career. Turtle, giving plus 1,000 points. Seems pretty good if I can hit 10 pegs, that is. Okay. I wonder, is like everything more expensive because I have money? It's a fucked up world we live in. I get it now. I understand why the rich are always complaining. I shouldn't have to pay my fair share. How is that even remotely fair? Old. Oh, come on. Now we might be on to something. Enough to at least get Turtle to go off once. Now, I would love to make it to another shop. Because I don't think Turtle was the correct choice. It's just the choice I have. We should get Waffle. We're waffling on this one. And then we do this. Okay. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit more impressive. Give me all slots. Give me sea cucumber. I gotta stop with sea cucumber, man. I keep thinking this will be the run where I make it work. It's yet to happen, but I know I'm on like the precipice of it, you know? Like just give it one more second and everything will change for us. I just know it. 16x, love to see that. A lot of money being made. I mean, Turtle's just an early game genning machine. Plus 1,000 early game is not fair. Friendly Rock, I don't think you're long for this world. So enjoy it while you got it. That's not bad. 7x, we've done better though. We really do need to like try and cap out while we can right now from these points, because like, holy, now that's huge. That's ginormous, dare I say. It hardly even fits on the screen. Oh, let's go. It's Nubby time. It's been Nubby time. And we're going to gamble. Why? I just feel like I'm going to make more money than I'm going to spend. We're currently down 12, up 4. Currently down 12, up 6. Yeah, welcome to How to Turn Return on Investment. If you're looking at the money I invested into this, you'll say something heinous such as stop, you're losing money. You have to view this as an investment, which it is. And what am I getting from this investment? A plastic tree, of course. Do I think plastic tree even has a spot in this roster? I don't know if it does. But damn. Kind of struck out a little bit on that one. I'll keep it real. Get our key to the black market, though. Then we can get ourselves a corrupted item. What are we looking for here? We want to try and hit you first so that we can do something like that. And then we get our crazy restocks. We're just going to make all that money back. Oh, come on. Honestly, every time I take plastic tree, I hate this item. And you might say, then why do you keep taking it? It's a great question. Counter question. Why Sisyphus keep pushing that rock? Yeah, until we can answer that, I'm not going to answer any other questions. Maybe I could get like some have synergy to go on for once. It's yet to have Jake the Snake. I'm a very, very simple man, all right? You show me a Jake the Snake, I show you a good time. He's just too good. Jake the Snake is actually the definition of what him looks like. You look it up in a dictionary, it's just a picture of Jake the Snake. Now, getting Lunar Perk this early, dare I say it will go to the moon. I don't want to be the one to make some just like horrible, horrible shots. I need to bounce a little bit. Let me breathe. Come on. You know what? Fuck the tree. The tree's doing nothing. Yeah, you know, in the second I get rid of the tree, we're getting better points. Make that make sense for me. And then while we're at it, Jake the Snake, get doubled. And then while we're also at it, re-roll these. And now we've got a better cucumber. Is it anything insane? No, but it's something. Now we've got our econ up. I can restore a life with this one. Then re-roll with this one to keep our econ going, because we can eat this one and this one, which then gives us more going forward. Now we could get a kebab going. A kebab going is interesting. I see where you're coming from with the kebab. If we did the kebab, what would I want it on? Probably on the turt, right? Because then, I mean, we could get asbestos going, but we just got rid of the tree. So it doesn't seem right to get that going. So honestly, let's just eat this, see if we can keep turt going. Show salted my snake to have a good time. I mean, it works at the club. Why would it not work here? Assuming everybody is over the age of 18. I kind of forget sometimes that this is a website that allows 13-year-olds on it. Which, I don't know if they should, but who am I to stop them? That's huge. I mean, that's just a jaking of the snake. I don't even know if he went off, actually. I didn't even notice. Oh, baby. Hit that 16K. Or just, like, be the rudest motherfucker I've ever seen. What kind of guy does that, huh? Good Jake the Snaking. Good Jake the Snaking. We'll take it. Could have been better, though. Force trigger something. I mean, like, it sucks because Jake the Snake can't be force triggered. And he's going to eat a lot of those. But I'll still take it. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to stop Waffle from popping twice. But sea cucumber, we don't really care if it pops twice or not. Eat this, we're making money now. Roll this, I still need money. We're making more money now. Okay, you're when I'm having something. I don't think I'm having anything. The item in your inventory gives points equal to a random peg's number. Well, we're kind of upping all peg numbers. So I'm down to buy it. Also, it's rare, so how could it possibly be bad? They're not allowed to do that. They can't just, like, make a rare item bad. Jake the Snake cannot be force triggered. I'm aware. I don't think I was attempting. Unless I have one that specific. Oh, no, because Chaotic is trying to get that one. If only you had, like, 30 gold. I'm trying to build generational wealth currently. And, like, I know it seems like I'm not right now. Just wait. A couple more crypto investments. And I could see us going to the moon. It actually, unironically, like, it kind of pisses me off knowing that there are people out there who are set for life because they invested in Dogecoin. Like, that shit proves to me there's no justice in this world. Do you know how upset I am if there's, like, a millionaire showing up somewhere and someone's like, so, what did you do to start accruing all of this wealth? And they're like, well, way back in the day, I actually decided to invest in this little, it was this thing called Dogecoin. Dude. That shit pisses me off. I'm so mad that it, like, actually worked out for them, because in no world should it have. I think that I don't care for Sea Cucumber compared to Kazoo. Kazoo's just too good, man. And then you gotta upgrade this one. We're not having anything, so you're not gonna help. I think I made the right choice there. I believe. Oh, baby. Hold. If you ever hit the 16K, I could have made so much money. Oh, now I'm playing with my snake. Holy, I'm grabbing it. But yeah, no, I mean, that's just fucked up that somebody could have invested in something called Dogecoin and now they're gonna never have to work another day in their life. When I saw people posting, here's the Ferrari I got by investing in Doge, that was the closest I ever became to understanding the Joker. Like, I was almost going on a late night talk show to talk about that. Talking about how you get what you deserve. Because that's fucked up that could happen. Upgrades the rightmost, deletes the leftmost. Sorry, Turtle. I mean, I'm sorry, Turtle. You'd probably deserve better, but like Jake the Snake. It's just a Jake the Snake, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing you did wrong. It's everything I did wrong, and I understand that. And like, I shouldn't punish you for what I've done. But it's just, I kind of had to. Honestly, I'm going to buy this just so I have another reroll to see if there's anything better that we should be fishing for. We'll take the dino for now. How did I not get any Jake the Snake triggers, might I ask? Now we're starting to have stuff because of you. But luckily, anything that gets halved, Friendly Rock kind of offsets. Holiday Cheer at 8? Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're fucked. I need it to be better than, even better than 256. Okay, how about fuck me? Thoughts on that? 1,000 good enough. I need you out of my life. The chicken is ruining everything, man. All that I've ever worked towards. Just one hit. Just one more hit and then we're through. Oh, baby. Yeah, no, the chicken kind of ruined my life there. Unfortunate as it may be. Well, now I really feel like a dumbass for getting rid of the wrong one. 30 pegs, force trigger the items in 5, 6, and 7, 2 times each. Okay. I kind of want it to be like this because you're already triggering so much. What do I care if you trigger again, right? And then this one's in slot 6, 1 time for every 7 rounds you've passed with this in your inventory. So right now it's only double triggering that, but I think that's fine. And then we get double Jake the Snake potential. Jake the Snake, we got to do something, man. I need you to help me out. Help me help you. Like, what did I do wrong that's causing Jake the Snake to not love me anymore? Because he's the lifeblood of this run, all right? I know that, like, the lifeblood should be my own good play and skill. That's a myth. That doesn't happen in gaming anymore. No one's good at games. Some people just know how to hack better and hide it. Actually, dude, I was thinking of playing Marvel Rivals on stream today because I really wanted. The new patch looks so fun for Adam Warlock. And then I remembered that the support strike's going on and I'm not going to scab anybody. That's right. He's based. All right, eat this. Our money is up. Our funny is down, but our money is up. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Wait, I should check on this. Can anybody confirm if this is true? Whatever you do, do not go to streamboo.com, by the way, might I add? I know that you're like, but you just said to? No. I said to facetiously, as like a bit of some sort. Not bad. I wish I would have hit like the big value one. Unjaked my snake to this. That's so unfortunate. I mean, like, it still worked really well because the claw happened to hit what I needed it to. Still pretty good because of that. Come on, claw. Bad clawing. It's fine. It's fine. We've got a 500,000 point one over there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. I would wager that's pretty good. You banned him, dude, but that's probably a real person. Their name was Sweet Art. Hold on. Sweet Art V0OWKGMCJFJ. That's gotta be a real person because, like, how could an AI possibly come up with that many letters? When they appeal, we can approve it. Nah, that's all right. Dude, I would love, honestly, that's what viewbots have to start doing to really try and, like, if they want to sell small streamers and exploit them in order to, like, try and make a quick buck or whatever, they should start trying to appeal the bans that they were given, because then the person will be like, oh shit, hey, just don't do it again. And then when it does it again, because obviously it will. I mean, look, you know, it happens. I don't really want to get the lard in me right now. We could eat this one and see what we get. Reroll the whole shop. Yeah, that's free money. And I'm not going to turn that down. Now, what are we looking for? We don't really care for a silly goose. Double kazoo is too good to pass up. And I'm just going to sell the thing that's randomly having stuff. Because, like, I've got no having synergy. And so I frankly do not care for it. Okay. Now we're on to something. And all of a sudden, wait. Oh, wow. Somehow I fucked that up. That's crazy to me. How did I even manage that? We've got a 1 million down there. Still didn't hit. You are just 25% chance to double the highest number peg. Okay. Well, like, do it then, nerd. Thank you. Wait, oh yeah, exactly, precisely like that. Dude, Jake the Snake is all that I need in life, I think. It doesn't matter if I win. It's a battle, win or lose. It's the friends you make. It's the roads you choose or whatever. None of that matters. All that matters is I'm playing with my MF Snake on stream. And it's about damn time. Now, we're up to a 16 milli down there. Would have been really nice to hit that some more. I guess we'll go for a... I don't need anything from the black market, actually. I don't think there's any that I'm really looking for from the black market. Not since they made it, like, harder to sell organs on there. Maybe it would have been good to sell Friendly Rock. I don't know if Friendly Rock's doing much for us at this point. I feel like we're past his heyday, unfortunately, for him. Yeah. It might still be helpful. I mean, definitely gonna be better than those. Why are we playing these? I just got money, man. All right. Look, I've been working my 9 to 5. Let a man just play a little claw machine. Claw machines are my weakness in arcades, dude. I don't know what it is. They're the #1 thing that I'm riding with. I love claw machines. And you might say they're not even like much of a game. I know. I'm putting in $1, getting absolutely 40 seconds worth of entertainment, and then maybe walking away with a plushie that I will not need. And that's how I want to keep it. 4x just wasn't that good of a shot. This could be crazy because we've got a really nice one there. I mean, we'll take it. Probably could have done better. Divine score. Yeah, whatever. Skip this because I actually would rather just go to the shop. Another squid. I mean, it's Friendly Rock. Get on out of here. I'm sorry. Kazoo's in. Squid, welcome aboard. Eat kebab. Eat 2 hot dogs. Eat kebab. Eat kebab. Refresh shop. Eat. All right, we're chilling. Now, we've got another nose. Sorry, not another nose. Another kazoo. The triple kazoo is very oft-times seen as a bait to a lot of people, right? They don't understand the value that comes from a triple kazoo. I know you're different. I know you see the triple kazoo and you understand where I'm going for. Salt's breaking the fabric of the universe again? Well, now we're fucked because my points get taken away. Okay. Thank God it didn't hit what it... If it would have hit the wrong things there, we could have got stuck and killed on pessimism. If you have passed the round goal this round, force trigger the item in slot 5 twice. Or pass round goal, chance to force trigger the one in slot 3. That's really good. Because now, whenever I pass the goal, which should be often... What am I missing? What am I missing? There's something that I don't have that I should. I didn't hit the 1 billion ever. That sucked. If it hit the 1 billion, I think we would have been fine. I mean, we got Jake the Snake going. With Jake the Snake going, that changes a lot for us. Because now we've got an 8 billion on the board. Gonna be hard to break through it. Oh my God. Gonna be really hard to break through it. Hold on, he's nubbing. It's worth 4 trillion though. So like, I would love to break through it. Oh my God. Oh, it's so fucking, oh, it's massive. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh, man. Someone stick the thermometer in, I'm finished. By which I mean I'm done. Holy. Dear Lord. I mean, that was a different kind of round. When Jake the Snake procs, you know you're in for the treat of a lifetime. It's sad to say. Jake the Snake has a lot of variance that makes him really fun. And I'm not trying to take away from my boy Jake the Snake. You know I would never. Because we love Jake the Snake around these parts. I think that, like, it might be time To move the squid over one. I know, it's a controversial play, and people don't fuck with squid movers. And I think they shouldn't fuck with squid movers, because it shows that you're a little bit not loyal to the cause. But it's where I'm at, man. And I'm sorry. That's me. I'm a dirty, filthy squid mover. And if this changes how you view the Salted Slices brand, I get it, all right? I don't think I should be a squid mover, honestly. Nah, being a squid mover sucked there. But that's because Jake the Snake decided to fucking take a vacation. Now we get something like this. We get a quintillion going on up top while everything else is getting doubled. If we hit the right one, which we didn't, thanks to that lobster claw, asshole. Oh, what the fuck was that shot, man? Enough to pass. It's not always about being the best to ever do it. Sometimes it's about knowing who's the worst to ever do it. You know what I mean? And trusting that it's not thine self. Let's just shoot this over here and try to double the other one so that like we can get some value out of it. Did not work. This is a rough modifier for us. As long as we can get out of here, I fully trust that I'll be able to get everything back. Yeah, especially when I get X 6,900 of the score. Yeah, I'm gonna make a confession to you guys. I act sometimes like I know what's going on. I don't have any clue what my run is doing right now. All I know is like it's feeling pretty fucking good. Sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Because now we're getting up there in number. But nothing got multiplied enough. I actually just don't think we care for that. Another squid is interesting. But I have to say interesting because I don't think it is good. Stock me a random food. I can't go with the free one. I'm sorry. You can call me a coward, and I don't even think you're wrong for that. Kazoo up is huge for us. I mean, the third kazoo is... Many people have said that it would never happen before, right? Like, they were like, 3 kazoo is... I mean, it's a banned maneuver in most tournaments because 3 kazoo is just kind of like that strong. But I think that, like, it had to happen. This is going to be one we go infinite on, I think. That's pretty good. Do I want you constantly triggering? I think I do. I think I do. That's nice. That's nice, sweetheart. Okay. Good. We got to break through that one so that we can try to duplicate the one that's worth a couple quintillions there. All right. I'm starting to understand it now. Now I'm thinking with portals, I imagine. Oh, well, imagine. Wait, hold on. Are you trying to tell me you're pacing the pews of a church corridor? Dude, I can never listen to that song the same, knowing that there are pachinko parlors in Japan that play it. Because, like, it's just... I know I've told the story before when I first got back from Japan. It's just so funny to me to think of Japanese businessmen who just worked, like, their 9 to 5, and it's some of their fleeting moments off, and they're spending it at the casino, and they listen to Panic at the Disco. That's so sick. Change it. This is the better way to run it. Hold on, my phone is vibrated. Let me make sure that nothing horrible is going on. Review your order. What the fuck? I didn't make an order. So, probably just a scam. Okay, yeah, I clicked on it. They totally got my name wrong. I don't think that it's real. I know that might be a bold claim, but I think that they're just kind of taking names from a database and hoping and praying that they might get it right by some miracle. And it probably works wonders on old people. And why do I say that? Because the name they chose for the order was Deborah, which tells me that they're trying to scam nothing but old people. And I'm not gonna, look, I'm not here to get in the way of that, all right? I've been taught to respect the grind. Why would I get in the way of that? That is the grind. The grind in question. So what's the one I'm thinking of? Do I have the one that's like for each food? Do not have the one that's for each food. That's crazy because I've been doing nothing but munching food. Damn. How is it possible that I still have one worth 8? That's a great question. I don't know. Okay. Please. Please trigger in a way that just ever helps me. Jake the Snake's not pulling his weight right now. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but like somebody has to call out when we see this kind of like heinous behavior. Now we're up to something. Now we're gonna get what we want to see. Because we've got a couple trillion there. That's not bad. First peg popped. Hold on. Force triggers the item in slot number 6 one time for each 7 rounds passed with this in your inventory. As opposed to, I think that it's actually better just to get these as guaranteed ones. As sad as that is. I mean, I guess there's a world where if you hit the kebabs well, it's better to do kebab maxing. Oh, I mean, that's too much. That can't be what you do. Look, there is a thing as Icarus flew too close to the sun, so I know there's such a thing as flying too close to the sun. Going for a 4th kazoo is an unheard of and obscene play, and anybody would tell you that you're not supposed to do that level of play. We're just gonna roll in to see what we can get. The Schnostrel is not what's up. Do not believe his lies. The Nostril is not here to help you. Now, Jake the Snake proccing means we just get a free win there. Jake the Snake's just our guy. This is the Blood Drop Rain. Blood Drop Rain could be pretty rough. Alternatively, we could just instantly win. all right. Let's go into the universe and see what we've got going on here. Now, we've got one that's up to 1 trillion. You seem to love gambling, my guy. Is there an issue with that? I don't think so. Divine score. I was noticing that myself. Remember, the only issue with gambling is if you can't win. If you're a winner, there's nothing wrong with gambling. That just means you're going to make money. And if you're thinking to yourself, yeah, but I'm pretty down on my luck, try gambling one more time. Just once more. And if that doesn't work, repeat that advice. Look back to where I said just try one more time and keep going from there. Eventually, you'll either be destitute or you'll break even. So, I don't think there's a way you can lose. Because if you're destitute, I don't have to hear you complain in my Twitch chat about it. Therefore, as far as I'm concerned, it works every time. Eat this one, see what we get. Just can't really do the lard, unfortunately. Reroll our items here, get a kebab, get a hot dog. I shall gamble it all away. No, I mean, like, at some point you'll hit the jackpot. Exactly. And if you don't, like I said, I absolve myself because you won't be in my Twitch chat. You won't have the money to pay for your internet. And don't go, if you go to a public library to complain in my Twitch chat about how you lost it all, come on now. Holy. You broke the game? I was noticing that. I'm happy they did too. God damn. Okay. Hold. Yeah, because this one's now a 50% chance. Because it's transforming into the upgraded one. I would love to get the normal horse pill upgraded. Because then I think we'd really be changing lives. We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. Ever since Darman said that, it really stuck with me. I didn't realize how much being a YouTuber slash VTuber really does help people. I'm kind of like a firefighter, but like with less thanks. When you really get to thinking about it. Okay? We need to start getting more points. There it is. There it is. And now we get all of our lives back. Sometimes it gets a little bit scary. Sometimes it gets a little bit scary when things don't line up like you want them to. And I think there's like a life lesson in there somewhere. Unfortunately, I'm too busy gambling to learn what it is, but if I ever do. Well, we're already up to needing hundreds of billions, which is possible, but normally it's only possible when I start getting round passes, which I can't get until I get something in the hundreds of billions. At least I was able to get an 8x there. What am I looking for? Force trigger the item in slot 3 is huge. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let's try just changing up the order of it then. What do you think about that? Wow, I think we lose now. I mean, it's fine. This is endless, right? So it doesn't... We've already won the game. So if you were like, no, it's fine. This was just to see if it had the legs to stand on. And we know now it didn't. New high score. Is Q... I guess it goes like just in alphabetical order, right? No, because O is still better. So why are you telling me Q is my new high score? Oh, because it was Q on Tony Jr. I forgot I was on Tony Jr., dude. Okay, that adds up. That adds up. I think I'm good. I think I'm good on my nubbing, dude. I think I've played with my nub enough on stream. Maybe. Do I do one or two more? What if I flipped a coin and decided? I think I'll end here because tomorrow's going to be a long stream because I'm going to be doing Monster Hunter Generations tomorrow. So get hyped for that. And if you aren't, could you please, man? Like, it's going to hurt my feelings if you aren't hyped for it. Like, I don't know what to do if you're not going to be hyped up. I guess I can get oiled up for it, but I don't know if that doesn't hype up the right crowd. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out. I had a great time streaming. Hope you had a great time watching. If you didn't have a great time watching, reflect in the mirror and figure out with yourself why you didn't. And I will see you guys tomorrow. YouTube, that also goes for you, but like there's always that weird overlap in between both. Here, let me wheeze out for you guys.